nice. I'm so.
It wasn't nice for you to be unsupportive. We'll get into this on the
I don't have HBO home.
Why
My
not?
mother doesn't even want me to have
Why
fucking
not?
regular
How many people-
cable.
We're on. Everybody's chewing.
Good candy.
Dude, get that the hell. What are you doing?
I'm having jelly
It's
beans.
disgusting. You're
It's
on the
easy.
air. Try to be professional.
Dan gave it
4
to
months
me.
ago, I gave you an assignment to read the newspaper. Did you do that yet?
No, not yet.
Of course not. just do something else for a living. Just be resolved to the fact that, sell candy. That's the only thing you do. I told Mario he wants to be a comedian. Right? Mario goes, "Let me be a comedian." I'm like, all right. And then he goes, well, who's going to write me jokes? I go, what? Nobody is. You have to write jokes. Then I go, okay, I'll do something for you. I'll spend 40 seconds on your career, which is 40 seconds more than anyone spent on mine. Okay? Besides me. Do not eat them again. Otherwise, I'm throwing on the terrace. You're on the air.
All right, I'm having a jelly bean.
He's gonna throw.
Don't throw the jelly
You're expecting a Guess who's cleaning that up? You. You're closest to the ground.
And that killed that one.
You're closest to the ground.
Why did you ruin a bowl of jelly beans?
Because you're ruining comedy. You ruined the bowl of comedy. So I'm driving him home. I'm on the Lower East Side, and I realize I'm Artie Lang. This kid fries Zappos, and then doesn't clean the water, and then lies to me. About it. I'm Jake Arrieta. You understand? You're a fruit. So he goes, I need help. I'm like, all right. Like the Elephant Man. I go, all right, Toad. Read the paper. I go, read the fucking newspaper. And then, I do this joke. I don't even like doing it because it's almost too easy. Kind of hacky, but it gets a big laugh. And I did it on The Tonight Show. That's right. And it involves a story, but it's an actual story, so I don't mind doing it. If a comedian made this up, he's just a hack. But this was a real story. A guy told the cops that he fucked 4 of his pets. He got indicted because the pets were acting weird or something, and the neighbor wanted an explanation. And I guess he was trying to hide like dope or something because the dogs were sniffing dope. So he actually said because the dogs were acting weird, he didn't want them to think it was because of dope. It was because he fucked them. Think about that. That's how people are afraid of getting arrested for drugs. He didn't want the cops to know he had heroin. He'd rather them know he fucked the dog.
Oh God.
So he said, I fucked all my pets. And he had 3 dogs and a parrot. So the cops, being sort of sarcastic and funny like cops are, said, so you fucked all your pets? Yeah, what about the parrot? He goes, yeah, to cover, I guess. I don't know. Said he fucked the parrot. So that's in the paper. So I said, and Mario had heard me do this joke. You kind of know what's coming. I guess maybe you don't think comedically, maybe you don't, but it's kind of easy. And you get to say a very hard punchline because it's a true story. I said, we've all fucked a dog, blah, blah, blah. But, who fucks a parrot? If you're going to fuck a parrot, why fuck, if you're going to fuck an animal, why fuck the one animal I can tell somebody about it? That's basically it. Big laugh. So I say to Mario, okay, that's an easy example, an easy, in-your-face, almost hacky example of how you write a joke based on a story in the newspaper. That almost writes itself. So I said to Mario, you read the paper. And when you come in, I don't even want you to write jokes. I said, don't even write the jokes. Come in, and on the air, I said, Dan is good at this with creative ideas for stuff. I said, with joke ideas for stories. I said the 3 of us will do this on the air. We'll try to help you write an act. And everything that happens, Dan and I, even though if we help you write it, we will forego our copyright and our publishing, much like the Stones' first contract and the Temptations contract every time for 50 years. Eventually, the accountants just started singing the song. Eventually, the last Temptations contract was last year. They're all white Jews. And the accountants just said they were ripping off, I think, their 15th group of 4 black guys. And the Jewish accountant said, Dad, listen to that. We're just going to sing the songs. At this point, it's ridiculous. At this point, we've learned my way. Or my girl. Whatever the fuck it is.
My girl.
We've learned my... We've learned my girl. We know them all. But we're going to steal just my imagination from the 4 Tops because we're just going to combine the 2 groups. So if you go see the Temptations in Atlantic City or Vegas, Their names are Ira, Irving, Teddy, and Brownstone. All right. So I said, here. So any jokes we write in that time, you have. And you could get 10 minutes, 10 minutes of stand-up. Nobody does that for anybody. Okay, so basically, here's the assignment. All you got to do is buy a newspaper. Or tell Joe, okay, this is what he does with everything else. Joe, buy a newspaper. I feel sorry for me. I have a cold. My mother took an aspirin at birth. I was one Sudafed away from looking like John Stamos. Like anyone's going to buy that bullshit in the home you're in. So, your beautiful mother. I hope your beautiful mom is in heaven with me and my mom. And your mom will go, where the Mario? Where the Mario? It's time to mangia. It's time to mangia. It's a heaven to manja time. We're eating a manja. Where is he? And I said, look down. He ripped off and lied to his mother. And the entire candy market. Cody Allen. He ripped them off for years. He didn't change the oil. You know how many times I got sick of that? You got a sick of it, you don't change the oil? Hey, Mario in charge of changing the oil. You'll know a change for Artie. He a big fat guy. He a whole business. He a whole business. He eat the flour, he eat the cake, he eat the apple, he eat the oil. He drinking oil with a straw. He come in, he say, where the oil? He said, over there, I don't change the oil since 1978. I remember last time I changed the oil, I read that they caught the son of Sam. I caught the son of Sam. And they understand, they said that the Moulin Reggie Jackson, he was the 44 murderer. Because number 44. That's what Jimmy Breslin say. He say, hey, he a big fat Schwarzer. And he say, hey, he the 44 Magnum. I said, what about Hank Aaron? They say he 44. He's in Atlanta. They don't kill nobody in Atlanta with a 44. In Atlanta, they kill with a rope. They tie up. Bye-bye. All of the Schwarzers and the Moolies and the Tootsies. All of the Yams. We take them all to the Knights of Columbus on the Belmont Avenue. And we say, bye-bye. We go to Bay Ridge. We go to Besson. We go to order the fruitcake. The Mensa Finocchios. The full Finocchio. He's a full Finocchio. He know either the April, he the Dick, the Cocker. He the Schwarzer Schwede. Mario sit down like a stupito. Like a papito, geppetto, wooden nose of papuno. Like a bit of papusa. Like a andiamo fusciata papusa. Like a dope. I pray every day to St. Jude. I pray every day. I pray St. Joe for all of my causes because they're carpenters. I pray St. Joe, you're the patron saint of the carpenter. I don't work. Please help them. And for me, I pray St. Jude. Because you're the patron saint of hopeless causes. I pray to you. And for Danny, he's very feminine. I pray to St. Francis of the Assisi. That's an old but goodie. The fruitcakes, I say Francis of the Assisi. I say Danny's Assisi. And he Francis Assisi. Mario hopeless of coals. And my other cousin, they all are carpenter. I said, John to Joe, Saint Joe. And Artie, he got the girl pregnant without fucking her.
Oh, God.
So he's also the patron saint of the manger. He bringing the frankincense and the myrrh. And Mario, you have to read the New York Post. That's all Artie say. Arturo say, look, Arturo, we worship him in our village. Our village, Alto Villa, is just north of Naples. In Napolitan, we have no real couch. We have a couch made of mud. It's a mud hut. It's adobe. I call it adobe dick. That's my line. And I come in, and I have had sex with all of my first cousins. And it's got nothing to do with the Sudafed. Tell Mario, I fuck all of my first cousins. And they come down. We have a tooth growing out of our high cheek, right here. My one kid I had with my cousin has a tooth growing out of their cheekbone, like this. Because that's what happened with the inbred. Speaking of bread, where are we going to get the inbred? I want the inbred, I want the outbred. Go out and get some bread. You inbred? Hey, inbred, go out and get bread. I send the inbred out for bread. Our house is a craze. It's a craze house. It's a note. They sleep all day on the adobe mud couch. It's not even comfortable. This is how lazy these motherfuckers are. I say, leave the house, go to a job, go to audition for a job. What do you get, a Sprite commercial? What do you get? Mario's up for the Sprite commercial. He'll come back, he no get. He no get, he never get.
Never.
And never. And then he put his head in the mud couch. And he sleep. And when he wake up, he like a Moulin. He blackface. He blackface because he sleep face down in the mud couch. And I say, you sleep a face up. And he goes, no, I'm too embarrassed. He's too embarrassed by his face. I give you that face. I had sex with cousin Tony for that face. So now the inbred won't go out for bread. He won't go out for nothing. And he's very, very, very depressed. That's why I say to him, take the candy and sell to the Moulignans. Sell to the Moulignans on Korean. You say to them, hey, Moulin, I sell you candy. You knock it, whack it up with some flour, cut it like the cut of the heroin, and then you resell it to the other shines all over. And then they resell it to the Schwarzes and the Jews and the little white trash pieces of shit that come in from Indiana. They want to ride on the cyclone. And you tell them, yeah, we replace the wood every 5 years. And we replace the notes and as much as we do the oil. That's why about every 3 years the cyclone collapses. The cyclone collapses and all of the moolies fall on all of the Indiana white people. And then we make money off the hospital. Because we run the hospital too. And we put all the Indiana white people, we say to their parents, give us $400. And we'll make sure your guys spick and a span. And then they die from their wounds. And we come and we say, it's God's will. Who's the phone now?
That's mine.
Oh, that's a modern day phone.
It's alarm.
That's St. Francis of the Assisi calling Dan. Hey, Dan, it's the sissies. You're looking too sissy-like. You have to fool them that you like the vagina. But you don't. You like the big cock, the muley cock. Dan loves a Tootsie Roll. A Tootsie and cock. We call it a Tootsie Roll. He chomp on it, he suck on it. That's his alarm. Hey, it's alarm. It's sucker cock time. It's time to get that big cock down your throat and really suck it. The oil that we take from the apples, we put in Dan's mouth to grease it. We grease the oil, and the cock goes through like a fine-tooth comb. Like Andrew Carnegie himself did it. Boom, boom, fuckity, fuckity, fuckity. He fucking a mouth to the sissies. And then Dan get a mouth full of the jism. He love the jism. He love it. And if he can't get it down the throat, he get the little urine. He said to the urinate down my mouth. And the yam always has to piss right down his mouth. And then a little more oil, some mayonnaise, and that's it. He swallow all of the jism. And then Danny nice and full. And he let it to rip off the candy people with short McGee over here. And then they know to place the oil, they know to place the wood, and then eventually all of these people from the Midwest, white people, they're covered in jism, and they have it down their throat, they're about to choke, and the cyclone collapse. And they die from their wounds. And we said to the family, we need the insurance. And they say, we don't have a Sibagaigi. We don't have Kaiser Permanente. And I say, well, then we need cash. And they say, how much? I said, 400 will cover it. So they come with 200. I said, 200 will cover it. I take whatever they have.
200.
200 will cover it. And then we come back. We go, you didn't get me the 200th time. Your family died. You haven't dead the family. Would you like some Zagnuts? Because your family is dead, my first cousin, Short Magoo, will sell you the gagnut for a very good price. If you don't want it, you can fuck yourself. That's the Italian Maloikia. I say Maloikia. Maloikia. Mario say Maloikia. To the Zapolo oil. Maloikia. To Joe. Maloikia, I gotta drive home. Joe says, fuck, I'll drive home. Let Daddy and Artie go home. And Daddy and Artie jump at the opportunity to take Mario home because we live to serve him. Much like everybody else, we live to serve Mario.
Amen.
Whatever Mario wants, we give him. Mario don't want to write jokes. He wants you to write the jokes. Okay, Mario. What are you, 45 now? How's that system working?
44.
44. You're the 44 Magnum killer. You're Reggie Jackson. You're Hank Aaron's ass. Well, yesterday was April 8th. Remember when I did the gig? What happened? Hank Aaron, April 8th, 1974, off Al Downing. He hit the home run that beat to the Babe Ruth. And Babe Ruth was half a Schwarzer. Ty Cobb said, Ty Cobb was a very classy man. He had the All-Star game. And he tried to make roommates with the Babe Ruth. And they said to the Bambino, that was Italian, they said, will you bed down with Ty Cobb? He go, of course. They said to Ty Cobb, will you bed down with the fat Schwarzer? And he say, Ty Cobb say about Babe Ruth, I never bed down with no nigger before. And I ain't gonna start now. He got the nigger lip, the nigger nose, the nigger face. He hit like a nigger. He pitched like a nigger. He play hoop like a nigger. He wear a bathing suit like a Schwarzer nigger. And after that, he get fat because Mario sell him the candy. And then Babe Ruth's family gets on the tilt the world. And it no been greased. It no been repaired for 30 years. It collapsed. Babe Ruth die. And we have fun. I guess I'm done with this bit. I don't have an exit.
We got to fit in Mario's tribute to Don Rickles. I saw something on Twitter.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Come on, man. Give this guy some paper towels.
I saw it.
My God.
Wait a minute. Don't join me.
Ah, you're gross, bro. Come on. On the fucking jelly beans, I was gonna eat those. Oh, he just ruined Easter.
Happy Easter.
Amen.
Hey, can I borrow your jacket to wipe my hand?
No, you
Let me
cannot
borrow your stupid jacket. You pay for that jacket by ripping off of my people. We live tweet the crashing. We live tweet crashing before. A lot of people saying that I was good in the show. I don't know.
You were great. It
Well,
was
obvious
fantastic. You were
pussy.
so funny.
Well, let me tell you. Thank you for the kiss ass. Dan ready to kiss a little ass. I tell you, he kissed ass like nobody business.
You were great.
Oh, thank you, man. I didn't even fucking
Come
see
on,
it.
You
wipe,
watch it.
wipe the fucking nose.
You didn't see it.
Oh,
Hey,
my.
Mario, I live to take orders from you. You're in my house.
Oh, Jesus.
Do me a favor. Go to the terrace and jump.
You better be nice to him, Mario, because according to Mike Boschetti, there's a taxi strike that I didn't hear about or read about in the paper. That's what-
Mike Pachetti, there's a taxi strike. Yeah, I never left my attic. My mother is down in the basement, and she's my only link to the real world. And apparently there's a taxi strike. Yeah, the Irish taxi drivers. Mike's still living in 1938. He thinks the taxi drivers are Irish from Woodside and Sunnyside, Queens. Hey, buddy, I got a taxi out here, jerk off. Yeah, it's fucking Easter. What are you, a faggot? It's Easter Sunday up there.
So he can't come here because there's a strike?
There's a strike on
There's no
taxis.
strike. He goes,
There ain't no strike.
There is no
There's
strike.
2 strikes against him.
he was supposed to be here 2.5 hours ago. I've been texting him and tweeting.
Now, you realize that what's going to happen when your mother and his mother pass away? They're wonderful people. And they go to sit by the foot of the Lord. Because that's what's going to happen. My mom, too. Guess what's going to happen? I got to take you in. Well, you going to go to a home or something?
Are you crazy?
Joe's not going to take you in. Your sister's got married to the black Irish guy.
Oh, my God. These poor jelly beans. Ugh.
Mario.
Why, you were supposed to come tonight, Bashir?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he said yes. I'm coming. I'll be there. And then I start to get that. He goes, I'm gonna take a shower. I am all set. I'll see you in a little bit.
That's okay.
We got you. That's okay.
And no problema over here. Dan, you know my cousin got killed.
Oh, what happened?
He was crossing the street and killed
Mario,
him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. This week's the wake.
Oh, how old?
71, but still, it doesn't matter. He was a sharpshooter, kid from a guy born and raised in Brooklyn. So it's a hard time in my house.
Oh, sorry about that, Mario.
My cousin was killed Wednesday night.
What happened?
A car hit him.
Are you doing well?
Yeah, it was my mother's first cousin. We used to spend the holidays together.
Is your second cousin?
What?
It's your third or second cousin?
Second. Well, one's first removed. Second,
What
yeah.
happened? Was he drunk?
No, he was crossing the street and a Jew killed him.
Oh,
Jew?
oh
And
God.
a Jew in a minivan.
I knew it. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there right now.
Oh,
How
God.
old was he? That's actually terrible. How old was
71. 70 or 71.
he? He lived amongst Jews. Was it one of the Hasidim?
It was a Hasidim who
And Hasidim
killed.
didn't see him. That's your joke. The Hasidim said, I see him. And he didn't see him. I see him. I thought I see him.
But he didn't see
You
him.
didn't see him. That's all right, buddy. I
Sorry
feel
about
for you. That's, I mean, 71. Thank God he lived. I mean, I'm 50. I'm not going to make 71.
Oh, stop.
And they could take a Jew to kill me. The Jew to kill me is Howard. All the fucking anxiety. Of course I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. Howard's a pleasant guy. Howard's a very pleasant guy.
Have you seen him?
No, I seen him. He's seen him. No, Howard's not a seen him. He's regular. He's atheist. I don't think Howard believes in shit. That's like me. Do you believe in that fairy tale we call religion, Mario?
No.
You don't, do you? Is that true? You do. Don't
What?
let your mother hear that.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said, do you like dick?
No.
I said, do you believe
Dan
I said,
does.
do you believe in religion?
Yes, I do.
You believe in that fairy tale? You think Jesus walked on water, all that shit?
Yes,
Or
I've
is that
been-
book a symbol? Is that book a symbol that man wrote?
I don't know. We grew up being
Right, but you have a
taught
brain,
this.
don't you? Right, that you can sort of think for yourself, right? So what do you think about? Is there a chance that a guy walked on water who looked like old Rhodey for the Allman Brothers? A guy who looked like, basically the group Boston on tour. Now, what do you think of the fact that they say Jesus was a shine? Do you think that?
Oh, God.
He wasn't a shine. He was a Jew.
Say Jesus was a shine. Which, by the way, is the name of my new TV movie.
He wasn't a shine.
When I found out Jesus was a shine. By the way, Barron's really arguing this. No, so say he was African American. Would you let your sister marry Jesus if he was black? What about Jesus like Ray Allen plays in the He Got Game?
No.
My favorite line in that and He Got Game is, what kind of name is Jesus anyway? And Denzel Washington goes, it's a biblical name. Hey, when are you going to fucking pick up the jelly beans, jerk off? That's your job. If I spill something on purpose, you clean it up. That's what you do.
I was going to extend for another
No.
bowl
You're
of
gonna
jelly beans.
you're gonna fucking clean that one up. That's what you do. You're the last one to know it's raining. What is that? What a dick. What a defiant little shithead.
What
Did
do
you just
want me to
break
do?
something?
I didn't break it.
I got to live tweet something that you'll never be on a TV show. If you can't read the paper as an assignment.
All right, will you give me one more chance and I'll do it?
No.
Come on, I
It
want to
was
be
a year
good.
ago.
It really was a long time.
Wasn't a year ago.
No, it was. They had to,
It
you know
was
what?
a
They had
few
just
months
started
ago.
construction on the Freedom Tower. It's the Hasidim Tower. Are you going to the funeral for your cousin? One of the 58 funerals you go to a week?
Yes, I am.
With the same shirt? The same shirt and your pouch. I can't come, buddy. A guy who once met the guy who I grew up across the street from. He passed by him once on the highway. They never met, but he died. I'm at the funeral. Very sad.
Who said I can't come? I'm always here.
No, you haven't been here in like a month.
Because I wasn't invited.
Oh, you're a jerk off. Yeah, that's a typical Italian that holds the grudge. Like, I wasn't invited. They don't talk to the brother.
At least I'm not like Mike
They don't talk to the.
Buschetti.
They don't talk to the brother. Moschetti's retarded. Buschetti has the perfect retarded thing for him. He's Asperger's. The word ass and burger together.
At least I worry about you. I text you.
You don't worry shit. I never got a text from you.
Bullshit. I text you.
You're typical
like,
Italian with the holding a grudge.
I text you.
Brothers don't talk for 52 years because they didn't have tickets to the Yankee game.
I text
They were playing the Twins. You know I like the Twins. And you didn't even fucking call me. I called you. Yeah, well, fuck you. They don't talk for 60 years. That's you.
How many times did I ask you how Artie's doing?
Dan never doesn't really like me.
Forget about
Dan
it.
doesn't
You're
like
living
me.
on a fucking
Dan
land.
doesn't like me. You gotta understand that Dan wants me. He's very upset that I'm doing well.
I figured now you're on Crash and you're a big shot. You don't want
What,
to
dude,
talk
I
to
can't
me.
wait to be enough of a big shot to blow you off. Dude, I would change my number so fucking quick. If I'm on a show, God forbid the Emmys. Let me put it. I don't even have to be nominated. If I get invited to the Emmys, I will lose mine. I will give Dan a number and say Mario never gets this. And if I walk by you on the street, I'm gonna go. I'll go. That's as if you're a piece of dirt, as if you're a duffel bag I bought. I'll go. Oh, that's a duffel bag I once owned, and now I hate him. He's nothing. I can't wait to be better than you.
Good luck. Buona fortuna.
I am tuna.
No, you ain't tuna. Buona fortuna.
What's
Good
tuna?
luck.
Oh, buona fortuna. Yeah. Oh, what about the sarcasm there? You know what you basically said? Good luck, because I'm gonna have you killed, right? Are you gonna call the Lucchese's? Let's just pretend we're live to it. Oh, here we go. What are you doing? I'm sorry. You're a weirdo. What the fuck are you doing? You're a weirdo.
I let myself in. I still have a key.
You don't just let yourself in. This is my fucking house. You trying to give me a heart attack?
I'm sorry, man. I don't live here. I don't have anywhere to go, Artie. It was either this or the Port Authority. It's there. It's on them.
Listen, I got news for you. I can't have this shit in my house, okay? I told you that.
I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, you're not gonna finish it. I'm taking this the fuck out of here.
Artie, you can't have this. It's Mike's Hard Lemonade. You're an alcoholic.
Dude, I'm an alcoholic. I'm not Hannah Montana. What the fuck? I handle it.
Hannah Montana would drink Mike's Hard Lemonade because we've let her slip into Miley Cyrus.
Right.
She used to be Hannah Montana. She used to be pure. She used to be Golden Light. And now she's out there licking poles, and children at the Teen's Choice Awards get a look right at her vagina.
You know, listen, let's get to breakfast. We gotta sober you up.
Why are we eating breakfast here?
Why can't we eat breakfast in a strip club? Hey, sweetie. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Here's your ass right by your head.
Yeah, that's the point. Well, look at it. Go ahead.
I don't see anything. I'm just seeing you.
That is an odd choice, man. Me, that woman's ass. I mean,
This isn't helping breakfast.
wow. It's such a surprise that your wife wanted the company of somebody else. Man, you talk like this around her?
I happen to be a very sexual person. I just
Yeah?
don't flap it around like a dick in the wind.
Is that your type? That's not your type. What is your type?
If I was in the privacy of my own home with this, I would have wonderful consensual sex with this woman if we went out 12 to 14
You
times.
can have consensual sex with any of these women as long as you give them like $400.
Because I was supposed to be in a baptism.
I'm ready to type if you want
Why
me
do you
to.
want to go to a baptism?
My roommate from college, his wife, went through the whole thing. She's getting baptized today.
Why you still talk to your college roommate's wife? I don't talk to my sister anymore. How you doing?
Hi.
My buddy is give an education.
Whatever. Let's just leave it
Shut
alone.
up. You're gonna love this.
Fine, I'm doing this under protest.
What's a protest?
It's a very strong.
You dance with a hot chick under protest. You don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Clearly. Well, come back until you have hepatitis C. Hepatitis C is better than A or B.
He's better than what?
Hepatitis C is better than A or B.
Yeah.
It's like Zombie's house.
Are we on? Mario,
Right.
come on. Wait, let's say your plugs and we'll get you out of here. You're annoying the shit out of me. You're just plugging stuff. You're so selfish.
I'm not plugging.
What
I
do you
was
want?
actually.
What do you want?
putting a tweet out
Nobody
to say
cares.
another great episode of Artie
But
Like
nobody
on
listens to you on
Christian.
Twitter. How many people? You have like 8 followers. And
I
what is
know.
this? Don Rickles. He never mentioned you. That's one of 4 billion pictures he took. Do you want to mention where you're going to be? You got anything coming up?
No,
Are you opening up for me that I don't know of?
I don't know. Would you like me to open?
No. I would say it would be a
I was
mistake.
gonna ask you if I could open for you at the Bogota.
No way. No. You're not even close to being ready for that.
I could come out and say, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
don't
the
want
man himself.
No, no.
Will you
Artie
return the
Lang.
robe?
I tried to give you an assignment. You said no. You just laugh at it.
I'm not gonna say any jokes.
You'll
I'm
die.
just gonna bring you out
You'll
and,
die
and then
unsuccessful.
I'll leave.
You'll die unsuccessful. How about this? Why don't we just cut to you not leaving? Do you have to plug anything?
No.
Yeah, we have nothing on it. What about Bill O'Reilly? Do you know who Bill O'Reilly is?
Yeah, I know Bill O'Reilly.
Well, you see what happened to him?
No.
You don't know Bill O'Reilly. Okay, there's your assignment. Learn who Bill O'Reilly is next time.
Got it.
Look at how mad he is.
I'm not mad.
In all honesty, let's take joking aside. How was your mom? Is she okay?
Yes, she's good.
Good. I'm glad. That is good. She sounds like the
mom's
strongest woman. Yeah, thank you. She's good too. I think we both can agree we have strong mothers. Thank God for that. And is she out of the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
She's
Okay.
home.
And because we haven't seen you in a while, and I seriously was. I said to Danny, "Where's Mario?" Did I say that? No, I did. I said, "Where's Mario?" I said, "I missed the kid." I do.
Could have dropped the dime.
Yeah, are you doing something illegal? Drop a dime is a 1938 reference.
No.
I'm trying to think what kids would recognize that. Okay, let me explain that to millennials. Drop a dime means there used to be this thing. Well, you used to have to pay for a phone call on a street, and they called them payphones. They were all over the original Superman used to change in them, and now you guys have nothing like that. I was watching the 600-pound disgusting people live. And the 2 fat brothers, they make phone calls on their iPad. Did he hit the thing like this? The one kid's clearly homosexual. He has his pinky out. He's like this. He goes, I need my laptop. Dad, hello. I want sugar. Dad, this is aggravating me to my very last nerve. We are going to stop, and I'm getting a pizza. That's what's going to happen. If not, I'm calling the police. Hello, police? My dad. And that's how he talks, okay? The father talks like this. This guy right now, Steven right now is trying to eat again a pizza right now. And I said, are you kidding me right now with this pizza? I went into his room where he stayed 24/7. He broke the toilet trying to go number 2. And he became disabled. I had to go, and I said to the people at the welfare, I said, I need the money from the government. Whatever. I need my cheese. Did you really just ask me for cheese right now? Did you just ask? There's an RV. We're getting a medical RV. It's going to take you to Texas. And I'm going to file with your brother, who's also 700 pounds. And he seems heterosexual. But he's a nerd. He wants to open up a knick-knack shop or some shit. And I says, I'm going broke here. Between your brother, your older brother, Steven, who's very dainty. I don't know nothing about a homosexual. I know the Bible says it's wrong to lay down with another man. But he don't lay down with nobody. He don't lay down with another man. He lays down with a bedpan. He's got urine all over the place. And I says, did you just ask me for a pizza right now? When, he doesn't know the kids' ages, when Steven was about 15 and Justin was about 9, their mother had a drinking problem. And she left. She went, because Justin at 15 was 485 pounds.
Oh, God.
And he loved, he really loved anything with Antonio Banderas. And he wrote a song called I'm a Fat Pig. And he put it on the internet. I thought it was very inappropriate. It went, I'm a fat pig. I like dudes and greasy foods. I'm a fat pig. I like gays and mayonnaise. I'm a fat pig. I like a lot of fat, and I get down with that. I'm a fat pig. I don't do blow, and I go on the down low. I'm a fat pig. I like barbecue and naked Jews. I'm a fat pig. Yeah. I'm a fat pig. I like bear, and I fill out my underwear. He wrote that right now, and I put that out on the internet right now. And I said, we're going to make money. We didn't make nothing. We got no calls, nothing. It was another failure. And I says to him, did you ever look in the mirror right now? Right now, look in the mirror. He says, right now, after everything. Dumb people do that. They say, they have a phrase, like right now, or you know what I mean? They say it after every sentence. We're going here, you know what I mean? We got a gig, you know what I mean? A guy wants me to pay him $10,000 to be on a radio station in South Carolina, you know what I mean? Or we're going to go here right now. Right now. It's like a dumb guy thing. Or something like, I just came from Brooklyn. Right now. So, Steven, his feet look like elephants. He's got a blood clot in her left leg, and the right leg, he wants that pain medication. That's all he wants. He's a drug addict. He likes that hydrocodone. But then, when he was about 17, and Justin was always about 9, and Justin was about 9, you just said about 15 and 9. Yeah, I don't know. When you threw me off. When Steven was about 19, and Justin was about 9, they got into a fight with their mother, and the mother left with some guy who, let's put it this way, you know, had a lot of children around town. I don't know how else to put it. You understand? He was easy to find in a snowstorm. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. He was black right now. And he didn't like the hobbies. Justin liked the hobby shop. The problem is I would buy Justin all these little hobby things like Batman dolls to sell, and he would eat them.
Oh, God.
I said, you ate another Spider-Man. And he looked at me and he said, that's the only sentence he knew. Here we go, and I don't understand what he was saying right now. And Steven the Fruit would believe him right now. He'd say, we're going to Houston right now. And I said, where am I going to get that from? I got no money right now. And they said, TLC, the guy at the network, will pay for it. And they did. I loved him for that. That Andy Cohen guy, I love him. He's a little flimsy. But he said, we're going to get a medical lobby, and we're going to put your kid in there with 2 African-American nurses. And they're going to, like, give him stuff to eat. And we got on there, and me and Justin were in the truck in front of him, and every 10 minutes he called to eat. I said, you just ate? He said, I'm hungry. It's like a disease. I said, this ain't no disease. You're, like, really eating a lot. He would want 4 Whoppers every time we stopped. 4 Whoppers. I'd say, we're at McDonald's. They don't even have Whoppers. He'd say, well, give me the equivalent of a Whopper. So I got him a Big Mac. And my other guy said, no, it's a quarter pounder. I said, are we arguing about this right now? I don't have any money right now. So he's a fat pig. And we're trying to sell the publishing to that song along with the Levy's Kids song.
Oh, God.
And the problem with Steven's song in the Abbey is his song is good, but he's up against the greatest song ever written. The greatest song ever written in a medical lobby. Al Sharpton looks like a black Pez dispenser. Al Sharpton has to gain that weight back right now. He looks weird. I remember Al Sharpton when he was a big fat guy, big fat body. He had all them black chins. And they waved around. They looked like the Temptations. Singing My Girl. Before they were all Jewish. And now, because of ripping them off, they just said, listen, we'll just sing the songs. The Jews went, listen, we did the accounting, and it's easier to cut out the middlemen. We'll just sing the fucking songs. And we'll start rehearsing right in the medical lobby. He said medical lobby, with that Rhode Island accent. The lobby. Here's what's going to happen right now. My son, Steven, who was a homosexual 800-pound person. I said, you got to get gluten-free cum. Oh. We got to find gluten-free jism. I said, the guy right now, who is the head of Apple right now, Tim Cook, is supposed to be homosexual. He's a very proud, powerful guy. I heard his jism is known as apple juice. Applesauce. His jism is known as applesauce. And his urine is known as apple juice. And if you mix his jism and his urine, it's called apple pie. I said, you got to eat that low-fat apple pie right now. It's got urine and jism right now. And we'll put it in the medical lobby. and we're going in the West Coast, right next to Apple. Tell Tim Cook to cook you a pie, an apple pie right now. I have lost all of my teeth right now. I've got, I think, 11 teeth. And I think my son Justin might have eaten my teeth. He eats everything. I buy him a Spider-Man thing, he eats it. Then I buy him another little thing for the RV, and he eats it. And then he ate his brother's IV. His brother had an IV in the RV. And I said, you ate it. You ate the IV in the RV. I got him an RV, it's a medical RV. So in a medical RV, you get a moolie, put in an IV in the RV. And I said, Justin, there's going to be a moolie putting in an IV in the RV. It's a medical moolie. It's a moolie nurse. And you're going to have to abide by this moolie nurse? I don't care. Well, I don't take orders from the inferior race. Well, where did you learn that racism right now? I never taught you that race. Yes, you did. Yeah, I did not right now. That was from your mother's racist boyfriend right now. He happens to be a Grand Dragon in the Rhode Island clan. Well, he's a disgusting person right now. I want to go to medical IV, give you an IV, and not let it get eaten by the moolie. Justin, you see. Oh, yeah, IV. He must have said, he said RV in that accent, I'm going to say 4,000 times. Medical IV. All right. Let's get stop at RBs. We're going to stop. Here's the plan. We're going to get in the medical IV. You get an IV of RBs. In the medical IV, we'll put an IV and we'll run roast beef from RBs through you. That sounds fucking great. Okay, so you're so fat right now, there's actually an IV of roast beef going in your arm. There's an IV of liquid roast beef going in your arm. What do you have to say for yourself right now? Go fuck yourself. All right, we got it.
Okay.
We're done? Can I just, I did want to say about my, my website and my Twitter.
Go ahead.
You can catch me at the realmariobosco.com or on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and everything under the sky. And, rest in peace, Mr. Don Rickles, King of Comedy. I got to meet him in LA. And I'm also I'm a little certain that my cousin got killed this past week. He was 71. He